like a pumpkin-spired miniskirt.
Delegates to the South Pacific Forum will consider the Bougainville peace process and examine ways to move it forward. The peacekeeping force proposal is being canvassed at the forum, and New Zealand's support would be crucial.
We've got women there as well.
Just a few years ago, these BRA rebels were easy pickings for the PNG Navy. Runs like this between the Solomons and Bougainville were furtive affairs made under the cover of night. Today, they have a virtual navy of their own. They fly their own flag and they're heavily armed. Militarily, the BRA have never been stronger, but now they're ready to lay down their guns. Peace on Bougainville has never been closer.
This is we're going into final run to Bougainville now.
Tony Ravio is a captain in the coastal unit of the BRA. For the past 8 years, he's fought a professional army from Papua New Guinea, armed with little more than captured weapons, homemade shotguns and relics from the Second World War.
Ganya 50 kaliwa mi pa kisim long buin long balus long Second World War. Mi sta long bus long buin. Na kisim kamia cleaning long olo workshop long ya na mi work.
Japan.
For the first time since this war began and countless lives lost, there's a chance that Tony's fighting days will come to an end.
Hello, welcome on board long Radio Free Bougainville, one time on Radio Friends of Kabui.
Today, news is filtering through of the peace talks being held at Burnham in New Zealand, the most significant meeting ever held between the PNG government and the BRA.
Some an agreement they must come up long all popular something talk long ceasefire, talk long withdrawal, talk long peacekeeping force must come up.
For the first time, all the options are on the table and all the major players are there. All except one, the BRA's leader and founding father, Francis Ona. From the beginning of the war, Ona has been the BRA's hardline commander, and today is no different. He's totally rejected the overtures of peace that the New Zealand talks offered, but remarkably, almost his entire senior command have left him behind and gone to the talks. It appears that he is being sidelined, but Ona is undoubtedly still powerful enough to derail the whole peace process. Local chief, Jacob Quasier, has been a supporter of the War of Independence since Francis Ona first launched his uprisings. But for him, the time has now come for the fighting to end.
Nami pares pinis long roka santi. Karai semi kam. Long Bougainville. Nami palong right. Roka da pun prani mani die. Long crisis. Me to miss a single time.
The support of chiefs like Jacob has been vital to the BRA. Like other guerrilla wars, it's been the villagers who've fed and supplied the soldiers, and it's been the villagers who've borne the brunt of the PNG Army's attacks. Jacob's sister Grace has seen the worst of the war. Grace has seen her clan destroyed. Many of the young girls have fled Bougainville, the boys have all joined the BRA, and her backyard has become a battleground. The locals now call Bougainville the Island of Sorrow. There is a war weariness here, affecting everyone it seems, except Francis Ona.
Francis Ona has been negative from the day that we signed the first Burnham Declaration, and he still maintains his dislike. Now, I mean, he has his own way, but I believe people's power is more important.
Andrew Mariki is a communications minister in the rebel government. Like other Bougainvillians, he's been a long-time supporter of Francis Ona, but today he senses a chance for peace. After 2 weeks at the Burnham talks, the BRA's senior command have come home. So far, only snippets of news about the talks have filtered onto the island, and no one here could have expected the full extent of the deal that's been struck. The UN will send a peacekeeping force, and Papua New Guinea will withdraw, on the sole condition that the BRA observe a total ceasefire. Just a few years ago, only Francis Ona could have made a commitment like this. Today, things have clearly changed. Immediately upon returning from Burnham, the BRA's most senior General Sam Ona sends the message out to his troops to lay down their arms. He hasn't conferred with Ona, and it now seems that it's the BRA soldiers who are committed to making the ceasefire hold, not the BRA leader.
Lead is on our side. You must lead now. After Burnham talks, me been talk one time or some senior officials from various governments. Now one them feeling me cut now. Only work long put him. All get a thing, all get a hope long show in Bougainville war, long side blow me plan.
But one time, so long you plow together, right across the island, from Island Buka to the tip of Bougainville, all the commanders now you go so much in Bougainville. Emino one blood rascal island, Emino one blood rascal movement. This is a revolution. Emino rascal revolution. Emi political revolution for a change for Bougainville.
To Sam Ona, the Burnham talks offer the best chance that the BRA have ever had to end the war, and he's determined to stick with the deal.
Francis takes the extreme. Of course, he has taken that extreme from day one. He is still our leader. He is still our president, and that's the fact. However, the people will have to decide after we go through the peace process. The people themselves will have to decide when democratic process takes place.
Interim government, go ahead. Blessing is start.
The men in this room form the backbone of the war on Bougainville. Every senior commander of the BRA is here, and everyone is talking peace.
Whereby we set up, one time by kick up, people come back to you look him, you talk all right, people go forward.
It's the kind of news that Joe Kabui, politician and former Premier of Bougainville, has waited years to hear.
We talked to one time, to my surprise, New Zealand High Commissioner, Emi come, gives him phone. I'm talking to Joe, you know what? We are celebrating victory. Galasim na tokosem, the mission was a victory, and it means a lot. Let me thank you on behalf of people of Bougainville.
Whether Francis Ona knows it or not, the peace process has developed a momentum of its own.
We want to go this way. People are saying that. We want to go this way. This is the road we want to follow. Please listen to us. That is the important message that they're giving to President Mr. Francis Ona.
It's Market Day at Kieta on the Central Coast. It's the biggest event of the week for all the villages for miles around, and the BRA are here to spread the message of the talks.
This one, no ceasefire yet. Truce meaning long and making time long, kissing win. O man wrong by two by stop past them.
Now imigat sila market pull up online ko long kam roti out. Everyone kind to na plus I two. Buka south everyone kind now. Just because on this paper.
all your long, but call thinking on this law. Agreement ship like working now. So please, commanders, explain him to all people why this law roadblock will stop here now. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. I think we talk finish students, I think Peter even come pull lately come. I think kanu. Roadblock, I mean a roadblock. I mean a roadblock. Kisim good. Tami luki mo lo soldier bli mista blonga. I mean a roadblock.
This town is the front line of the war on Bougainville. A large garrison of PNG troops are stationed just 10 miles up the road. Under the terms of the truce, it's vital that there are no BRA attacks for the next 60 days.
Be careful. Now, suppose one play breach him, and we got low here, and got low close fight. You breach him, you down him side below you.
After years of endless fighting and dashed hopes, the coming months offer the best chance that the BRA have ever had to end the war, and it seems they are taking no chances. Rumours are circulating in the coastal areas that Francis Ona is being deliberately isolated in his mountain stronghold. I've even been told that his satellite phone was taken away from him, so that for the next 60 days he can make no comment or contact that could derail the truce. I'm travelling with Captain Ravio from the BRA Coastal Command as we move up towards Ona's mountain base in the centre of Bougainville. I wanted to get Francis Ona's response to the truce that his generals had signed. This is the Ona heartland, a remote area where cults, sorcery and suspicions prevail. It's where the first BRA uprisings began, and here, Ona's word is law.
Sonny, one of Sonny.
Sorry, Francis Ona, no stop on top. No.
Let me go where?
Let me go down nursing.
One of them up here.
Let me go on two Kongara.
You think by one time by come back in?
You mean what's happening now?
With all the talk of peace down on the coast, at first I thought it was unnecessary that Ravio carried a gun, but a different mood rules in Ona country. Shots were fired over my head, and further up the track I was ambushed.
Give me video. You Spiderman, bro, PNG.
For the next 3 days, negotiations were held with Ona's men to get my camera back. It was returned, but we could go no further.
Let me work Kubla through.
For the first time in his career, it appears that Ona is increasingly isolated from the rest of the BRA. The mood amongst the people immediately around him is paranoid and hostile. It remains to be seen whether they will abide a truce that they played no part in concluding. Down on the coast, the mood is more positive, even though the wounds of the war are still fresh. Until just a few months ago, this was a well-beaten path for Jacob. It was along this mountain track that he would lead his clan to escape the attacking PNGDF. But for fighters like Ravio, the peace process with the PNGDF in nearby Arawa has already begun.
Last time you had him, you go along. Arawa, now you shake hand one time or something like PNGDF. You think they want him on display? Him could plus anybody come up.
This time, me play talk long. Why by me play? Look out him or respect him this play. Truce, we all been signing finish. Or trip up warring parties or signing finish long. Benham. No me play talk long. How by me play respect him this play. Truce, where by start on 60 days.
Hey, Chris.
The longing for peace is clearly spreading along the coast and has created the apparent split between Francis Ona and the other BRA leaders. But it's not the first time that Ona has held out against a peace process, and the last time his view did prevail. This time he does seem more isolated and the mood for peace stronger, but he remains an important wildcard that can't yet be discounted.
Right now I'm close to Lompinisha. You think by him come up again or no gotcha?
Oh, posoro bos belum ipala stress in the serapite. Biar nanti nap come up. Sinting star on boss in the serakilaun.
No!